All right, it is Monday, April 15th. This is our Charlotte Rink Building Initiative. For those who might be just joining us for the first time, this is our conversation that we hold bi-weekly to talk about how we're building more infrastructure in and around Charlotte for the sport of hockey that we love so much. And we have a special guest appearance today. Chris Ward, thank you for joining us. You decided you wanted to pop in
Mhm.
here for the first time.
Very excited to be here.
Yes. So I always wonder about like what we should open with, or if there's something more important than something else. I definitely want to update about Mecklenburg County, got some updates to share there. I think I want to share my screen though and show you guys something from that happened yesterday. And let me just we'll let it roll here. Unfortunately, we have the far side view, so we're
No.
gonna have to make do with it here. But let's let this rip. About a 30-second clip here.
Oh. Oh.
Was that Jay Wise kid?
No, I think he's out there though.
If if he's anything like his dad, he wasn't back checking.
That was Colton LaRusso, who was the star of the Fayetteville tournament, and he intercepted that pass that a little toe drag to the middle. The puck actually rolled up on its end. And do you guys know what goalie he beat there? He beat Cole Heslin over the shoulder for a victory.
Ooh.
No
Yeah,
kidding.
yeah.
I love the sound, the bar down sound of it.
Yeah,
Very cool.
it was the beauty of the goal, and they went nuts. But fun tournament. That was the overtime championship winner yesterday from our first ever roller hockey event for youth. That was a 12U tournament. We had I think just one person didn't show up that we expected to. So we had 23 skaters, 3 goalies. We did 4 round robin games per team. So each one played each team twice. And I think we only did like a simple point system, but it was like a 6-4 and a 2-point seeding. Number 1 seed got a bye. So 2 played against 3. I think there was a goal scored in the last minute to win that game. And then yeah, that overtime game winner for the championship. So there was like one lopsided game. I think that was 6-1, but everything else was like a goal differential, maybe 2. So it was awesome. The kids loved it.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Was
and
there a lot of
then
like new kids that we haven't gotten before that were at that, or is it simply people that have been in our organization or with us for a bit?
yeah, I think our clinics maxed out at like 20 kids. So there's maybe 5, 7, 9 that have been to a clinic before, and I'd say equal number, if not greater, that was their first time with us out there. So
Oh, that's
um,
awesome.
yeah, I think some of the parents, the ice hockey parents helped us to recruit some people. So shout out to Casey um, and Doug Lawson as well. So, but yeah, it was a fun event and a lot of great feedback from the parents. And yes, on the way out, when are we doing this again? When's another one? So that's always a good sign. By that note, we'll just stick with the youth programming. We have our league finale coming up for Huntersville this upcoming week on the 20th, and we'd like to invite all of them to come out the following day to our end of season event on the 21st after our adult league stuff, which we'll talk about in a second. And then we're kind of culminating the season with a deck tournament, a youth deck tournament. So there's a 15U, so 15 and under, and then a 10 and under tournament that we're hosting on the 27th. Let me just confirm that date. And that's going to be at YMCA Park in Huntersville. So I think we're probably going to keep it to 3 teams in each division just because there's 2 divisions. I think it gets a little sloppy and very long between games if we have more than that. So it's going to fill up. So don't wait. Make sure you register for that if you're watching this, and it's going to be a blast in a couple weeks here. Yep. That's maybe just one more transition that I'd like to share about myself. Besides that last tournament there at the end of April, we have no youth programming, and yeah, I'm officially stepping back at the end of the month here. It's not that I'm going away, but and I'm willing to train people and to help people get going with the youth stuff. But I want to be careful about me programming anything because I think if I do that, then it kind of makes me the guy to coordinate and oversee everything. So I think sometimes there could be the stigma that there's so much to this, and there's quite a bit involved, but kind of leaning towards more of a committee of people to handle this. And if you're watching this and want to get involved, let me know, and we'll start to have some meetings about how we could actually pull this off. Either scheduling a youth league over the summer or a whole bunch of clinics. We got to figure something out so that the kids can have fun here. So, but yeah, it's hard to believe we're halfway through April, pretty much to the day here. And I think next, I know I'm doing most of the talking, but let me just update Mecklenburg County because it's the most rink building associated update that we have, and then we can get into some of our other programs here. Back and forth with Mecklenburg a few more times. We're just waiting for the final contract with them. Once again, if maybe you haven't been up to date with this, we've agreed to do 2 clinics over the summer at one of their parks. So a huge deal in that they're letting us have access to some of their facilities. Obviously, it's not that hockey friendly yet, but the idea is that we attract and bring families and kids to their parks, show proof of concept that they'll enter a discussion with us about building rinks at their parks locations. So, of course, part 2 to that is running our youth fall league for the youngest division, starting in September at one of their parks. So that is unofficially official. Just waiting for the contract, but verbally agreed to, and we'll share some of those dates and how we're navigating those logistics probably in the next couple weeks to a month or 2. But super excited about that.
Awesome.
Yeah. Bobby, did you want to give a high-level highlight about adult deck and maybe season reflection so far, and then maybe some summer programming?
Yeah. So finished up playoffs or I guess the first round of playoffs this past week. First time I think we had play-in games for A and B. So and it might be the last time if you think about it, because next season I'm assuming we'll probably end up expanding even further, and it'll probably reduce the need to have that play-in game. So first and last time for that. Championship game this coming Sunday, assuming the weather holds up, and as of right now, it's looking pretty good. If that is the case, it'll be a similar setup to how we have every season, where we will have a little bit of a celebration in addition to championship hockey, and we'll also give out the awards for MVP, MVD, MVF, MVG, and the JG Sportsmanship Award. If you have not yet signed up for something on the potluck sheet, please do. Mike Warren, I heard, makes really good lemon squares, but probably not good enough to feed 100 adults. So we need some other people to sign up. And there probably will be a food truck or 2 that will be there, which is something new for us. Please keep in mind that there's a good chance this food truck paid a fee to be there because it's with Huntersville. So show them some love if they are there, because this is how they're making a living. So if we could make sure that we're eating their food as much as possible, in addition to bringing some of our own stuff, that would be awesome. As soon as I know more about it, though, I'll send out a note to everybody.
I'll put the potluck sign up in the notes here as well. Yep.
Perfect.
Yep.
But yeah, should be really good hockey this weekend. The 2 teams eliminated thus far were the Rapids in double overtime, which was an extremely fun game. And then Eric Levine's Refrigerators, which it stinks that Eric lost, but I also just want to reflect on the fact that everybody gave the board a lot of crap for letting Eric play in B division. And I just want to say, I told you so. So
I think it's nice for B now that there's too many good people that one player can't take it over.
100%.
Considering where I think that Bobby, we were on the same team the first B division that there was, where there was we saw a lot of that with some of the A guys that were captaining the teams. But
yeah, I mean it's incredible at this point. The amount of just talent across the board, when you think about all the different people that weren't playing in this league last year, the year prior, it says a lot to how much everything's growing.
Pretty cool stuff. And Bobby, any hints you want to throw out for what's going down the next couple weeks here?
Yeah. So as soon as championship games end on Sunday, the 21st. Registration for Summer Rec League will open up on the 22nd. This league is going to be set up a lot different than the fall and winter that everybody might be used to at this point. So essentially, we'll be looking at a group of captains. Those captains, along with the board, along with the competition committee, will help determine what the teams are to make them as reasonably competitive as possible. It won't be A division, B division. It will just be one division with a mix of talent from each roster. For each roster, we are going to make every effort to cap it at 6 teams for a couple of reasons. So, these games are going to take place post any youth programming going on Saturdays, meaning we might not start till 11 or 12 p.m. Being in the hot sun, we don't want to be there all that long. And being that this is going to take place on Saturdays, all of the people that help with this are volunteers. So we're trying to be as appreciative of their time as possible. So goal is going to be 6 teams, Saturdays. Format probably will be like a 12-minute period, 3 periods, run clock. Each team will play 1 game every week. The rosters will be a little bit expanded, so we can expect roughly 66 people to be part of the Summer Rec League. If we get a massive quantity of people that sign up, we might consider opening up to additional teams, but as for now, we're going to cap it at 6.
And you said Saturday, Bobby? I was thinking that we were thinking Sunday. Was there a switch?
Yeah, I probably did say Sunday about a week ago. And then we went back and looked at the schedule. And when you think about the people that are help organizing this and that need to be there to make sure things run, pretty much all of them are taking part in NBHL in some way, shape, or form. And what that would result in is us dragging summer season all the way through August. And then, there's just not those breaks that we really need. You really need a break at the end of summer rec to go into summer slapper, to go into fall league. And if we wouldn't do this on Saturdays and we would do it on Sundays, we'd probably risk being able to handle that. So it'll be a 7-week season. First games will be May 18th. We'll take a break for Memorial Day weekend, and then we will jump right back into it the week after Memorial Day, and it'll be 6 straight weeks up until, I don't have it in front of me right now, but up until July 6th will be the last week. Playoffs week 1, July 13th, championship July 20th. So we still wrap by the end of July, which would be great because it also wraps before NBHL playoffs.
Awesome. This is in Huntersville, yes?
It is at Waymer. The goal is to use this season to build some funds to make some much needed improvements to the rink.
Ooh.
Not to the rink, to the brand.
The CSHL brand?
Yeah.
Got it. Awesome.
I heard rumors that potentially new nets might be coming to the week, ones that the Bombers can't knock off and then blame on us.
It'd be good to win a playoff game without having to worry about the security and the safety of our nets there.
Yeah. That definitely is a good rumor because that's the goal. We just need, no pun intended. That is a much needed change that we gotta move on quick. So, and with all of that said, anybody who's putting stuff away at the shed at Waymer, please help us all out and do it in a neat fashion because there's a lot of stuff in there that probably doesn't need to be in there. And it creates a bottleneck when we're trying to get new equipment to serve a good purpose.
Summer League registration opens when, Bobby? We have that yet?
The 22nd of April. First game, opens the 22nd of April, closes the 1st of May, and then first games will be May 18th. So sometime between May 1st and May 18th, you'll find out what team you're on.
Cool.
And we're not doing jerseys, right? We're just doing black, white tees.
Bring black and white tees.
And hope that you're not on the black team on the summer day.
That
Yeah,
or
I think last year our team had all the people that were over 60 were on our team, so we just automatically got white. So that was the tiebreaker.
There you go. Nice. I know we've hit it a couple different times, the end of season event. Just any specifics on logistics, Bobby? So the last championship game is scheduled for 1:40 p.m. Is that right?
it might be earlier than that. Let me take
And
a
this
look.
is Sunday. So Sunday, April 21st. At the culmination of our elimination day, we crown a champion for A League and B League. And then after that, we invite everybody to stick around, all the adults, but then we invite our youth program and any parents, kids, adults. You don't have to have participated in the season. Just it's our celebration of hockey. Just come out and play a huge game of pickup.
Yeah, so games will kick off at 9 a.m. We push those back from 8:30 to 9 to be neighborly. And there'll be 4 games up till 11:40 when we'll do awards, and then the 2 championship games kick off at 12:30 and 1:10 for the B and A division, respectively.
Okay. Awesome. That's gonna be a fun day.
Yes.
All right, I have a YMCA update. So I can't remember if we covered this last time or if the contest was already done, but the hockey rink on the Valentine YMCA property won the March Madness competition. So that was pretty cool. They had all sorts of programming going up at a 32 team. The 32? I missed 64 team bracket, and hockey rink won, and it won again, and it won again, and it won again. We kept sharing, and I think who did we beat in the championship? We beat
We beat the preschoolers.
we beat preschool, yeah.
Yeah.
So we
Right.
took advantage of kids who don't have access to social media, or maybe they do, but we defeated them soundly. So what does that mean? Nothing, just a feather in our cap that people are paying attention to the hockey rink out there, and it's people are enjoying it. So pretty awesome. And by that token, Eve Bailey, who we've met and connected with, has been named as the new executive director. We learned last time that we met with Andrew Marinich, our hockey contact over there, that the executive director had left, and that caused a big stir. And oh my gosh, you know, that person had been there for 20 plus years. It was unexpected. Might this delay our tile installation projects? And we still don't have an update on that, but the plan is the next time that we meet with Andrew, which will be in the next couple of weeks, that we just see when a good time is to approach Eve about that. The good news is that it is in the budget for this fiscal year. We just have to, you know, with somebody new coming in, I guess she was doing some of the roles and responsibilities anyways, the executive director, so it's like a no-brainer to put her in that position. But the good news is you know, she's met a couple of us, and she knows the history of the program in the last couple of years and how much it's grown. So we're hoping for good news on that, and we should have an update by the next RBI about tile. I don't know if we'll have a date by then, but we'll at least have an update with how that's looking.
Yep. Yeah, I would
Then,
say, and I think any of the vendors I talked to, they didn't seem to think that temperature was a major concern for installation, but I think if we don't have it by the beginning of June, we're probably better off holding it until the fall.
Yeah.
Just for safety concerns and, you know, everything else.
Yeah. All right, and then another rink building update pertaining to Matthews. They're rolling out their master plan, their Parks and Rec master plan over the next 10 years, what they plan to do. And this is the feedback portion from the community. So I think CSHL is slotted under like youth sports in some of their plans, and we may have access to a survey that we'll be calling on a group to help fill out and support for feedback. But we're supposed to hear something this week about how we can participate or what we need to do to just be present and answer questions from the Matthews community. So that's been one we've been working on for a while, and it's been just kind of follow the process. So almost seems like a bonus because we got something going with Mecklenburg, but if we can keep that train going with Matthews, that's even better there. So we'll see what happens. We'll have an update next time we meet as well.
Sweet.
I'd like to usually finish with like board vacancies or positions coming up. Bobby, maybe you and I can look at that next time and see this year, just start thinking about positions coming open. I think You're good for a while. I know that Phil just got appointed. I guess most of our appointments have been within the last year. Is there anything that we know of that's coming up right now?
No, I think everything's been in the last year. Yeah, last year or much earlier. I mean, Chris
Yeah.
Cunningham just joined.
Right.
So we've
All
got
right.
some time.
Yeah, so we're in good shape, but I guess youth would be the biggest
Mhm.
opportunity here. So if anybody
Yep.
wants to get involved, just let us know. Email one of us. You could find our email somewhere. I feel
Sure.
like I'm forgetting something, but I can't think of anything else.
Charlotte Rise preseason party in 12 days, Saturday the 27th at 760 Craftworks from can't remember if it's 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock at it's 760 Craftworks in Huntersville from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Come out, support the team, have a couple beers. We're gonna make an effort to be more involved with 760, not just for NBHL, but for CSHL. Good chance that for fall season, we consider handing out the jerseys there, take a page out of the roller book, show some love to the local business because they're great people. They're family-owned business, really solid people. Help support the Rise this year for a sponsorship. So want to give back to them as much as possible and maybe have them be a part of the CSHL family.
Cool. What date was that?
The 27th of April, Saturday, the 27th from 2 to 5 p.m. So if you're taking part in the women's She Dangles hockey clinic, come over and have a beer out.
And what time's the clinic?
That's actually 9:30 to 11:30, so it'll be a little bit early, but
Well, then you can stick around for the youth tournament, and then you can go over to Craft.
yeah,
Craftworks.
100%. That's right.
How are they doing with registrations for the Shoot Angles Clinic?
I actually don't know. I haven't heard. I've seen a lot of stuff being shared on social media, but I hadn't looked into the actual registration. I was hoping to talk to Ashley this past weekend, but she wasn't able to make the games, so I wasn't able to get in touch with her.
I thought of another update while you were talking, and I forgot. Oh, nope.
I mean, you can include in their NBHL May 5th.
Yeah,
Everybody
I wanted
come
to do
out,
that.
watch the games. We are trying to figure out some of the logistics now on how to get everything filmed and what that's going to look like. So probably more to come there on the next update.
Definitely. So Sunday,
Actually,
May 5th.
Better have more updates next time we talk because that'll be the
a week
Monday
out.
before we play. So
Right. Yeah.
better have something.
I did want to shout out the adult roller. So they came out with their awards for sportsmanship, most valuable player, top goalie, top defender. Just flashed up on the screen real quick. I thought that was a real cool graphic. Shout out to those guys. Cordell Turner had an amazing season. Led the league in points.
I think Patrick Green technically cheats because his wife takes all the pictures for the league. So it basically get two players in there for sportsmanship. But
right. Yeah. And the Rollers Championship will be this coming Saturday. So that game features the Purple Cobras versus, and I believe the captain is Tristan Chappelle. I think I'm saying that right. Sorry if I'm not. And then against the Red, White, and Blues, Captain Chris Napiorella.
Nice.
And yep, I will be trying to. I'm a member of the red team. I'll be trying to win a championship for both roller and deck this upcoming weekend. See if we can pull it off.
Is
well,
that
listen,
so?
Oh, you can go on.
Did you just say that theirs is this weekend?
Yep.
Okay.
20th.
Awesome.
Yeah. I think that's
the mullet men are having a sober Saturday to get ready for the championship. Unlike our usual preparation, except for Tim. Tim actually has to keep drinking the same amount he's been. But yeah, the rest of us we're going to try to show up sober this Sunday. So
nice
on that.
Yeah, I feel like that might be bad juju, but you guys do you, whatever you want to do.
Give it a shot.
All right, cool. I think that's all I got, unless you guys got anything else.
All good here.
Cool.
Nope.
All right, thanks guys. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys. See you.
Peace.
Yeah.